The Grateful Dead is much more than a band. You know, it's a cultural experience.
Art broker behemoth Sotheby's is selling more than 200 items related to American rock band royalty, the Grateful Dead. Some of these items hold greater significance in American history. Take this jumpsuit. In the 1960s, the Grateful Dead teamed up with the author of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Ken Kesey, to help out with something called the acid tests.
Many predict that there'll be no beautiful summer for the hippies of San Francisco.
Kesey and his entourage, known as the Merry Pranksters, would wear these jumpsuits and host acid parties in the San Francisco Bay Area. There they distribute LSD to the audience and play music.
Then the Warlocks, which became the Grateful Dead, were sort of the house band. So that's where the confluence of all these different countercultural strains come together.
You started out in the 1960s in San Francisco. You were one of the Ken Kesey people. There was a lot of drugs. Do you feel any kind of a sense of responsibility for the use of drugs by lots of young kids who wanted to emulate their hero, you?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't feel a sense of personal responsibility, mostly because I've tried to avoid telling people what to do or not do.
Drugs are a big theme of the auction.
I think one of the more interesting lots that we have in the sale is a chemistry set that was owned by Owsley Stanley, who, in addition to being the Dead's sort of sound architect and sound engineer, was also a chemist that was very prolific in his production of LSD back in the 60s.
But some of the most popular items up for sale have to do with the Grateful Dead's sound. Bob Weir's guitars, Mickey Hart's drum set, Ron McKernan's piano, Jerry Garcia's amp, and of course components of the band's famous Wall of Sound.
Which was the Grateful Dead's absolutely historic and majestic live touring rig that weighed tons. That was their idea, to have absolutely clean sound that could reach out 600 feet to the audience.
The auction, which ends on Thursday, has attracted Deadheads from around the world, leading to thousands of dollars in bids, with each fan hoping to get their own piece of the Grateful Dead's long, strange trip.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.